So it's been a bit of a while since my last video, but I've been really busy over the last 6 weeks. I've had a friend in town. I've also been a little bit ill, and work has been, well, really busy. So yeah, I've not been having as much fun as you might imagine I have been, but really just because there's been so much work to do. But I am now taking a little holiday in a place called Mae Sai, which is right on the border between Myanmar and Thailand. And the reason why I'm here, well, the first main reason is the legal side. I need to renew my visa, and by leaving and coming back, I can activate the second of the three visas that I've got. So I don't need to do this again. I don't need to leave the country for another 3 months, and I've definitely, without having any hassle at all, have 6 months left in Thailand. I can't believe it's been 3 months already. It's crazy. But yeah, anyway, the second reason that I'm here, and in this place in particular, which I'm staying for 4 nights, is because I was getting a little bit of a feeling that I wanted to get out of Chiang Mai. You know, it is a great place and I still want to live there, and I have no plans of really leaving or coming back to the UK, but it is nice to get out of the city. The only thing I can hear now are birds, and you can't say that for downtown Chiang Mai. So just to quickly go back and cover the visa run, if you are coming to Thailand for a reasonable length of time, like 6 months or a year, you're going to have to go and do a visa run. And the quickest and most common way to do that is to do what I've done, is come to the Mae Sai Myanmar border and basically just cross over into Burma for 10 minutes or however long you want really, and then come back. So the normal process that people do when they're going from Chiang Mai is they go to downtown Chiang Mai and get a bus or a coach or some kind of private rented van, and they take you up from Chiang Mai to the Mae Sai border, and then you can get one of the little red buses across the border and do all of your passport things. But I am not a huge fan of public transport, and it was a potentially very hot, very uncomfortable journey, so I decided to take the slightly riskier option and drive up with the motorbike. And I'm really glad that I did it. It was a beautiful drive, and it was far more rewarding than it would have been having just to sit on a bus and really miss a lot of that scenery. Crossing the border, there was no problems, literally no hassle at all from any of the immigration people. They just stamp your passport and you leave. As I was going into Myanmar, yeah, organisation is totally different. On the Thai side, it seemed pretty organised. Immigration, Thai immigration is a decent institution really, or seems to be run quite well. But on the other side of the border, that's not so much the case. In fact, I was walked into a kind of lounge area, and there must have been maybe 10 or 11 Myanmar customs officials, all just sitting there and spitting into a bin, and they charged me 500 baht to come in. They really didn't even look at the passport. They just took the money and stamped it. But I don't mind. That's fine. I walked around Burma a little bit. Obviously only saw that little town. There was lots of markets selling all kinds of things, from selfie sticks to knives, and yeah, it was okay, but distinctly poorer than Thailand, and the people are a little bit more pushy. I wouldn't want to create an opinion, or a too solid opinion of Myanmar just from that experience, because border towns generally aren't a good indicator of the culture or the rest of the city. And in fact, Mae Sai on the Thai border is it's not a nice town. It's effectively just a large strip road, and on either side of those roads are just countless shops. So it seems to be an area of commerce, an area of people moving between the two countries, and I don't think there's there's much else here for tourists. Yeah, I wouldn't want to stick around downtown Mae Sai too much. This place that I'm in at the moment that we looked at earlier is about 7 kilometers away, which is perfect. I also wanted to take a few days out of work. I'm not going to be doing any of my normal consulting work, and I'm going to try and focus on some of the more creative pursuits that I'm doing, like this video. I've also started writing a book, and I'm probably about 6 chapters out of a total of maybe 10, possibly 12. And the book is basically covering a lot of the questions that I've been getting through this channel. Mainly how you can engineer your life and your financial situation to be able to come out and do a similar thing. Effectively, how you can create a business for yourself that operates online and pays for the kind of lifestyle that you want to have for yourself and your family. The advice I'm giving to these people is always the same, and the questions, are largely a similar theme: how to do it, and what tools are needed. So that's what the book is going to cover. It's going to be a semi-biographical how-to guide for becoming a digital nomad, and I'm hoping to publish that by Christmas. So you can probably expect it in March, but it's on the way. So yeah, for the next 4 days, I'm putting my other businesses aside. I'm going to focus on creating as many of these videos as I can, taking a fair amount of photos, relaxing, and then finishing off this book, or at least the next couple of chapters.